Quick sprint to the drunken place because someone wants to punch me if they catch me. Is it somewhere in here? Yeah, I think so. Though, I don't remember this building being here before. Really? It's been around at least as long as I have, probably way longer. Ah, she's in a photograph because it's a secret lab where they create immortal people. She's 1,000 years old. She's a dragon vampire sprite from Fire Emblem. Do you think we could head inside? I'd like to see it for myself if you don't mind. Oh, sure. Wait, I do know this building. It really brings back memories being up here. Yeah. Though back then, it was one of the taller buildings in the area. It really stood out. I probably didn't recognize it because of how small it seems in comparison nowadays. How old are you, or how fast is this place developing? You used to come around here a lot? I lived here, yes. Honestly, it feels like it was a lifetime ago. Yes, it feels like you're remembering the memories of a previous actual literal life. What is this? What is her deal? Why is she in a photo? It's normally a weird thing to accuse somebody of because photos just exist, but the photo was important, right? I want to go back and look at that scene at this point because it hasn't come up. Am I misremembering it? Am I crazy? I think that was how she was introduced. I think Akiyama was literally looking at a photo, and then she walked in and looked like the photo, and that was how she was introduced, right? Huh. Those were the days. Sure, I was always broke and lived in a tiny apartment, but life was good. Lily. Tell me something. Why are men always so busy looking upward? Right now, he's looking forward and you're looking upward? I'm sorry. They work themselves to death for that one big break, and they end up forgetting the girl by their side in the process. I suppose a guy in my line of work is kind of biased, but Japan has a very distressing work culture. Whether it's family or the one you love, it's tough to make anyone happy without money. Men tend to take that responsibility pretty seriously. We're all desperate to claw our way up to someplace stable. That's my theory anyway. I'd be fine without all that. If things had just stayed the same, well, I would have been the happiest girl in the world. Is this gonna matter? I mean, sorry, not matter. That was way. That's not the one I was going for. Is this gonna? Are we gonna find out why you want money then? Because you're like, money doesn't matter. It's stupid and bullshit and whatever. It's coarse and it gets everywhere. But you're the one that wants the 100 million yen loan. Is it because of a dude that did the bad because he's trying to claw his way up? I'm guessing is probably what we're setting up. So you can't stand how money changes people, yet you still came to me for a loan. Strange, isn't it? I never really cared about it before, and now I need it more than anything. Life's good at throwing you curveballs like that. Makes you wonder, though, why does money make the world go round anyway? Capitalism. You cuck? It's because it's a dramatic reveal. Akiyama's got big I read the script syndrome, where he's not behaving normally because it's going to be a dramatic reveal at some point or something, but like, he always asks people why they want money. He still hasn't asked her what the money is for, and it's the biggest loan so far in the game. Why does she want it? It's like, oh, we're gonna reveal that in chapter 17 or whatever, in the plot twist. It's like, but that's out of character.
金で人が幸せになれるんだったら、俺が君を幸せにできるのかな。 どうして避けなかったの？
どうしてだろう。なんとなくあなたならいいかなって思っちゃった。あなたはどうしてキスしたの？
なんでだろう。でも5年ぶりだよ、こんな気持ちになったのは。
別れた恋人の話？
ああ、でも振られちゃった。
本当に？どうして？
さあ、あの頃俺にお金がなかったからかな。おいおい、見せつけてくれるじゃねえか。俺たちにもサービスしてくれやねえじゃん。また柴田組か。あんたらも懲りないね。ああ、なめた口聞いてんじゃねえぞ。柴田のこと分かってて喧嘩売ろってのか。そうだそうだ、柴田組のことならよく知ってますよ。東証会の直系って肩書き振りかざしながらも、二次団体の中じゃ常に末席に位置する万年窓際族だ。なんだとこのガキが。予定にはなかったが構わねえ、ぶっ殺してやる。
I'm kind of wondering if she's gonna end up betraying him at some point in the story, and if he's gonna be all like, "You were just manipulating me for the money." It's like, yes, sir. You created this bizarre artificial situation where you had power over her and then abused that power to go on dates. Let's go. Oh no. Oh, he's dead. like this is distressing for several reasons. And if you ever like convince yourself that this is like not what you expected, I'm like, I just don't know what you expected, man. How else was this ever gonna go? Ouchie. Sword. I just don't want to deal with him being hard to kill. Let's just go slicing. I'm afraid to use the heat action because I think I might use up the rest of the durability. Oh, it's white. Enjoy my sword spanking. It's quite an accomplishment. They wrote what seems like one of the more likable. He feels like one of the more likable characters to play as in the series. But he's got two bizarre details. His sort of like landlord loan shark like ideology is like, it's trying to be in this really like, it's trying to come from this like positive place, like he's trying to like improve the world and help people, but only ones that he can like figure out are gonna help themselves. But it's like, it's got so many tinges of weirdness there. But then like the way he treats women is just like, oh my god, dude, what are you doing? Please. It'd be one thing, it'd almost be like it'd be different maybe if just Arima's wife was the only one he did it to. It's like, these high and mighty rich people living the high life and so on, but taking advantage of other people. Let's see if you're willing to put up with working in a hostess club then. And like this far dramatic shift or something would have like an irony to it, and it might be thematically sensical. But the number of women that he puts through that kind of situation is you're just like, oh no, Akiyama, why are you like this? And then the main story is this, and you're like, oh no, all those side quests are informed by the main story where he's doing this. And like I'm sure people will try to excuse it, or they'll be, and like the writer clearly tried to lean the way of like, no, but she's actually into it and stuff like that. But like that kind of like wish fulfillment story is like just kind of weird and toxic and distressing, because it's like the kind of way that people actually look at women is like this sort of just imagining them being up for everything while you're using power over them and so on. And it's just like, that's, oh no. Oh no. Akiyama's the Yakuza. It's like Yakuza's Louis C.K. Better get out of here before more show up. Come on. I feel like you look past that because he's so suave and has a purple suit and he does kicky kicks. And he seems likable in every scene that's not happening. Phew, we should be safe here. That was quite a run you just took. The Champion District's like the opposite side of town from this park, which is next to your business. Sorry you got dragged into that. It's been an interesting couple of days. It's okay. Hey, are you alright? You're not hurt, are you? No, I'm fine. Much as I hate to say it, we should probably call it a night. I'd hate to run into more of them. You're probably right. It's just every reaction she has, every time that she's affirmative in any way, or when she like she goes with it when he kisses her or anything like that, it's all fucking coerced. Like you can't judge it based on in a vacuum, based on what it looks like, because it's all coerced due to the context of what's happening. Where like potentially her life depends on this, for all we know. Well, do your best tomorrow, all right? I'll swing by and check in on you if I can. Okay, good night, Akiyama-san. At least they didn't do this to Kiryu, I guess. Could you imagine if they did this to Kiryu? How it'd fuck with this characterization? So that's why the Shibata's family's been on our asses all this time. Yep. And how are things on your end? Any luck tracking down Arai-san? Not in the slightest. Not yet. I see. Tojo HQ's got the entire clan looking for him, though. I'm sure it won't be long before we find them. Before they find him. They'll serve him up to those Ueno bastards on a silver platter if we don't do something fast. Yeah, things aren't looking so hot. I can't just sit on my ass and wait. I gotta find him. You've been sitting on your ass for like chapters now. You're responding now to the first cutscene of the previous chapter. I don't think I saw you last chapter, actually. At least before HQ does. I have to know the truth. I mean, he'd never do shit like this without a good reason. Listen, Kido-chan. Let's say Arai-san does have a reason. How exactly are you planning to explain that to the Tojo clan brass? Huh? What do you mean? Remember, their relationship with the Ueno Saiyo's gone sour. But all that gets swept under the rug if they hand over Arai-san. The Tojo doesn't really give a damn why he did what he did, or even if he did it at all. The only thing that matters is that he's their way out. So what, he just gets to be their sacrifice? Pretty much. But he... Look, Arai-san's a smart guy. He knows that this isn't about whether or not he can prove he's innocent. That's why he's gone into hiding. So, what do we do? Nothing? Let him keep hiding? If you find him, you might lead people to him. Take it. Huh? What's this for? This is the only way I can help now. Find Arai-san before the Tojo clan or police do. We can worry about the rest then. But Akiyama-san, use whatever money you need to track him down. I've got other work to do, and you're the only person I can count on. Akiyama-san, why are you doing all this? Let's just say it's an investment. Arai-san's worth it. Yeah, we have 2 reveals they keep hinting at, but we need to be revealed till I guess 3. The photo, if I'm not misremembering it, why she's borrowing the money, and why Akiyama-san is so obsessed with Arai, are all just they're dangling. I don't get it. Why do you care so much about Arai, Ainiki, anyway? Does it really matter? Yeah, actually it does. I'm looking for him because I want answers. And I'm not taking this cash until you tell me what you're up to. Please, I need to know. Fine.
実は昔俺さ、新井さんに助けられたことがあったんだわ。
え、秋山さんが新井の兄貴に？
ああ。ところでお前、俺が昔ホームレスだったって話は知ってるか？
まあ噂程度に聞いたくらいですが、本当だったんですか？
実は俺ホームレスになる前な、東都銀行っつう銀行で働く普通のサラリーマンだったんだ。
秋山さんが銀行員？
ああ、今から5年くらい前の話だ。6年くらい前までの俺の人生は綺麗な階段を汗一つかかずに登るような順調なものだった。東都大の法学部を卒業、東都銀行に入社。俺は金融工学のプロフェッショナルとしてエリート街道を歩み始めた。
じゃあどうしてホームレスなんかに？
クビになったんだよ、2005年の初めにな。
クビ？なんかやらかしたんですか？
業務上横領、つまり会社の金をこっそり盗む犯罪だ。
どうしてそんなことを？
知らねえよ。だって俺は横領なんかしてねえんだからさ。
は？どういうことですか？
はめられたんだよ、会社にな。いきなり業務上横領の疑いをかけられて懲戒免職ってやつだ。
そんなバカな。
まあ普通そう思うわな。俺も何かの間違いだと思ってた。だが現実は違った。俺が当時担当していたとある会社の口座にあった100万円がある日突然俺の個人口座に振り込まれていたんだ。
それでクビですか？
ああ、何を言っても無駄だった。銀行は俺を告訴しないことを条件に一方的に俺を懲戒免職処分とした。その後俺は真相を探った。それまでに貯めた金を使い方々手を尽くして調べ回った。でも結局分からずじまい。そのうち貯金も尽きてカムロ町で路上生活を始めたんだ。
それでホームレスですか？
金なんて簡単に増やせるって思ってたのにさ、元手と信用がなければ何にもできないんだよ。所詮俺は他人の金で遊んでいただけだったんだって、その時初めて分かったんだ。
じゃあどうやって金貸しなんてやれるほどの大金手に入れたんですか？
拾ったんだよ。
は？
だからさ、お金が降ってきたの。それからパーッとそれを拾ったのさ。
いや
本当だって。知らない？ミレニアムタワーで爆発があってさ、そこから大量の札束が降ってきた事件。
あ、知ってます。じゃあ秋山さんはその金を？
そう、だいたい100万くらいだったから、死に物狂いで拾い集めたよ。この金さえあれば俺はもう一度人生をやり直せるってな。
なんか運がいいんだか悪いんだか分かんねえ感じですね。
まあな。だがその時の俺にとってその100万円は命と同じくらい大切な金だった。だがそんな大事な金をこともあろうに俺は盗まれちまったんだ。路上で寝ている隙にな。
誰にですか？
町のゴロつきさ。あの頃からこの町はホームレス狩りとか言って路上で寝ているホームレスを襲うような遊びが流行っていたからな。
待ってください。それじゃもしかしてその時に秋山さんを助けたのが？
そう、新井さんだ。当時新井さんは金村工業に入ったばかりのチンピラだった。そのチンピラが俺から金を盗んだ連中から金を取り上げ、ホームレスの俺にわざわざ届けてくれたんだ。
どうしてそんなこと？
新井さんは涙を流して喜ぶ俺に言ったよ。俺がこの町を変えてみせますって。
兄貴、
俺はその時誓ったんだ。もし俺がこの100万円でのし上がれた時はこの人にかけてみようって。
かける？
ああ、この人ならカムロ町って猿山のボスになれるかもしれないって思ったんだ。カムロ町ってのは弱いやつから強いやつまでいろんな連中が集まってくる、いわば一つの群れみてえな場所だ。だが集まってくるやつらには一つだけ共通してることがある。
何ですか？
夢だよ。 カムロ町に飛び込んだ人間は皆必ず夢を見てる。
夢。
いい女を抱きたい、金持ちになりたい、えばりたい。どんなちんけなもんであってもここに集まる連中には皆それぞれの夢がある。だがその夢を叶えられるやつはごくわずかだ。そして人は夢を諦めない。生きてくのに必要なもんだからさ。わかるか？
はい。
皆夢を見続けていたい。だからこそこの町では人に夢を見せられる人間が求められているんだ。
それが新井の兄貴だと。
ああ、良くも悪くも人間ってのは強さに憧れる。新井さんにはその絶対的な強さがある。俺はそう思ってんだ。ボスがいない猿山は機能しない。この町は今強いボス猿が必要なんだ。カムロ町って町は今までずっとそのボス猿を極道に求めてきた。だが桐生一馬というカリスマが去った今、ボス猿となれる人間はいない。機能しなくなった町から猿は去っていってしまう。強いボス猿を求めてな。
なんか深い話っすね。
まあちょっと回りくどい言い方だったが、要はそれくらい俺は新井さんにかけているってことだ。
わかりました。俺秋山さんの夢のためにも新井の兄貴を必ず見つけます。このお金はありがたく使わせていただきます。
おう、何か分かったら俺に連絡してくれ。
はい。
ただいま。あ、木戸さん。
あ、どうもっす。
And there's two of those answers. So the photo is him working as a banker. It wasn't easy to tell before because they only had it on screen for a moment. But he's the guy in the middle of the picture. And yeah, she's right there next to him in the picture. And apparently he's putting all his cards in with Arai because he rescued him, and he sees him as a beacon of hope, and so on. Which that part was kind of just implied, like that's just what you'd figure from the get-go, based on his whole approach to everything, really. But he basically sees him as the next Kazuma Kiryu, which is fitting that he's immediately has the Yakuza hunting him, and he's hiding because that was the plot of Yakuza 0, which they hadn't written yet. But that was Kiryu's backstory, or would become that, funnily enough. So I guess he's on the right track. He'll have an orphanage in no time. Damn it, that's right back to the same problem of not really being what Akiyama wants. One thing that I took issue with there is it just distracted me. They're like, wait, you got 1,000,000 yen? And then you went back to sleeping on the what are you doing? What are you doing? Rent a hotel. Just anything. It can't be that much of the million, right? And don't you want to avoid it being lost? Like, I doubt that was his sudden first ever encounter with the concept of homeless hunting. Like, that's just a thing. It's like a trope at this point, and it's trope because it happens in real life, and that's distressing. But like, I've seen it in a previous Yakuza game, people that just go around beating on homeless people in the in Park Avenue, or what? Not Park Avenue. In the park back when it was a park full of homeless people. I guess it was the first game, and 0. I think it was one, I think Yakuza 1 was the one that had the attack on the homeless camps before it became Majima Construction. Beyond Two Souls features that kind of scene. I've seen it in a few different things, just like usually creepy, smug, rich assholes, like a bunch of young, creepy Aryan dudes just go in and start beating on homeless people in various media. Yeah, that's the plot of The Purge, the first one. It's a pack of like smug rich kids that just want to kill some homeless people, and then the homeless person in that particular movie takes shelter in another rich family's house, and that becomes the plot of the movie. This is a really common thing. I'm surprised. I don't think it just like caught him off guard. Oh damn! Sometimes people attack homeless people. Like this tutorial moment for me is happening right when I just got a million yen. What an inconvenience! Like he definitely should have been immediately checking into some kind of hotel or getting off the street if he wants to keep his million safe. Like that was just a hell of a move he made. But the reason is because he has to. It's kind of a plot contrivance. I figure it's like it's an out of character bad idea moment, but it's to enable the fact that that's the backstory for How I Met Arai. So they kind of started there and wrote backwards from there probably, and didn't really, maybe didn't even notice the kind of hole there. I'm curious what's going on with her with Lily, right? And the fact that they were just in a photo together. I assume they were co-workers and they probably knew each other, right? That photo has some kind of significance, I guess. So does one of them, do they both not recognize each other? Probably not, because he has a photo of her, so he must know who she is. Does she not recognize him, or is she pretending not to recognize him? Are they both pretending not to recognize each other? When she came in, she was like, "Is this the right place?" And was like asking about that, but there's neither of them commented on the fact that they knew each other, and they never really give any indication that they know each other, and that makes me question what's going on there. Maybe we'll find out that she's just pretending not to recognize him for some reason. That took longer than I expected. Maybe I should go check in on Lily-chan. What are you talking about? You've got debts to collect. Did someone have a deadline today? Today? Try 3 days ago. People don't pay on time unless you remind them. What if they skip town? Alright. So, who are we talking about again? The owner of Marimba? That bar in Champion District that he probably can't go inside of? I think there's only... isn't it just Shellac and Earth Angel? Now go collect that payment. Marimba, right. You promised you'd take care of it on time. But you went and blew it off like always. Did I? Well, there's no time like the present, right? Just make sure you actually go this time. Yeah. 3 days ago. Why didn't she bring it up before? 3 days covers like the entire campaign so far, I think. Akiyama-san, this is... I don't know why I'm thinking about this now, but I just got reminded of the fact that fucking Komaki showed up once, out of nowhere. Just to explain to us that memos exist, I think. Like, it's like, he was just there to explain there are tutorial messages. Or, like, a glossary, or, I mean a codex. And that was it. That was Komaki. Maybe he'll show up in the future, in some other context, to treat people's certain moves, or maybe he'll even show up at the beginning of each person's campaign to explain something, but... It was just so amazingly abrupt for a recognizable character to say one thing and vanish, and that was it. Akiyama-san, this is Tanuma from Elise. Hey, Tanuma, what's up? Lily showed up for work. If you have time to spare, you should come give her some pointers. Right, okay, be there in a bit. Great, we'll meet you soon. Ana-chan's not gonna like this, but I better pop by Elise for a minute. Yep, I mean, we have, don't worry, time dilation happens. We can just do whatever we want. I can go do side quests for now, for the next, like, 4 hours, and the game won't even notice. And there's more. There's 3 of them right there. Yeah, it makes sense to go to Elise first, because we can collect debts all day, but Lily has to work all day, and she's racing against the clock to get enough money in time to pass the test. So, if you're gonna go give her tips, you should do that sooner rather than later. Kind of fucked up she has 3 days and one of the days wasn't even a real day. Anyway, I'm gonna do neither of the things that any of the characters want me to do, because there's a thing over here. Oops. They weren't even close to each other. Pardon me. I'm so sorry. Huh? You're... Shiobara. Oh, Akiyama-san. This is one of the longest quest chains I've ever seen in a Yakuza game, I feel like. He has more screen time than any of the actual characters in Akiyama's storyline. In the main story. Shiobara has second most screen time out of anyone in the game. Maybe third after Hana. Oh, is that a collectible between? Yeah, it is. You don't see a guy for a while and it goes back to the simple life, huh? I mean, as far as I can tell, this whole game's taking place over like 3 days, and look at all the shit he's been through. Like, he lives the fast life. Yeah, well... So how are things? Rumor mill's been pretty quiet lately. You been out of town? Something like that. Since when were you so wishy-washy? Is your business on the rocks or what? I started a loan office in another part of town. Figured I'd follow in your footsteps for real this time. But with so many bad customers as of late, my cash reserves ran low in basically no time at all. I tried to recoup my losses by doing some day trading on the side, but that didn't work out too well. Before I knew it, I was practically destitute. Ah, so that's why you look so glum. Huh. Well, cheer up. After all, you were basically down and out the first time you came to see me, right? And a damn sight more spirited, I might add. Full of that can-do attitude. Snap out of it, pal. What if you're back at square one again? I mean, it's kind of a big deal if he... Oh, wait. No, he's the one that already repaid you, didn't he? So he doesn't owe you, at least. But, he's kind of an interesting counterpoint, because, like, Akiyama just... He was literally homeless, gets 1,000,000 yen off the street, and then turns that into a fortune that feels infinite in this game, basically, where you can just be this weird, like, demigod of capitalism that just decides who lives and who dies, or whatever the fuck is going on. So having the counterpart being showing somebody else trying to do the same things and failing every step of the way, it's like, oh, right, Akiyama's fucking lucky as shit, and this doesn't just work. You can't just do this, and gumption isn't really the secret ingredient. Like, Akiyama got lucky. I didn't know anything back then. I was obsessed in making it big, even though I hadn't accomplished a thing. I think survivor's bias is what it's called. Akiyama's entire character. It's different now, though. I tried everything I could and failed, so that's it. I'm hopeless. Man, what a drag. You're bumming me out over here with my fortune and barely having to ever work thing that I've got going on here, where I send people through funny games to determine their fates. Look, I know you've been through a lot, but before you toss it all out the window, how about another one of my tests? Akiyama. Another test? Yep. If you pass, I'll give you another loan. No interest, no collateral, same as before. I mean, this is Shun Akiyama of Sky Finance you're talking to here. Who better to help you turn your life around than me? You're not gonna ask me to restructure another company, are you? Because you don't want to let a guy like me anywhere near a struggling business. Heh. You're catching on. No, that kind of test wouldn't suit you at all these days. Besides, there's not much fun in reruns, is there? So, this time around, your test will be this. A cigarette? What about it? A single cigarette. You have 1 hour to turn this into something valuable. I'll play too. It's the red paperclip game. I don't know if that is I always wonder if I should look into that again and find out if it's entirely truthful, or if that turned out to be kind of bunk. But it was the story of like this guy that had like a red paperclip and he just kept trading it for something of just slightly higher value until it's like, wow, I've got a trip to the Bahamas. I'm gonna trade that for this, and then I'm gonna trade that for that, and it just kept escalating incrementally until he got a house or something. I think was his end goal, or something like that. It's the type of story that's like fun to share and inspirational, which is exactly why it's dangerous and why I should double check it, because it always makes me wonder if it's something that just turns out to be bullshit, like many things are. Like the idea that some lady was just a greedy, horrible person and like poured coffee on herself and then was like, haha, I'm gonna sue McDonald's, and like that's just like that entire story is just lies, and what happened to her was completely horrible and she nearly died. It's just a lot to go through. And at first she just wanted help with her medical bills and then had to sue because they just wouldn't do that, and she was out of choices and running out of money, and she was this really old poor lady and her wounds were horrifying. They always like skip over the details of that stuff because it's not radio, it's not a like daytime news friendly to talk about what the wounds were actually like. But also they just actively lied about her story, but the lie propagates. Because in many cases stories just become the version that's most shareable. It's like one of my favorite videos ever made on YouTube is CGP Gray's video, This Video Will Make You Angry. Which at first I hated the title of that video, because it's like annoying clickbait or something, but I'm like, oh, he's doing the thing. This video is designed to get shared and designed to be thing, and that's like, it's about the thing that the video is about. And it's like, it's this idea that people share stories, and the more that things get shared around, the more that their details change to be less true, but to feel more true. Because the more right something feels, or the more like just, the more that the details of a story change to make it more shareable, then that's inevitably what happens to any widespread story that gets around, because the version of it that's changed to be more shareable gets shared more. It's almost like this like survival of the fittest evolution sort of like natural selection thing going on, but with storytelling about reality. And like almost any story immediately morphs into a fictional version of itself as it gets shared, because it keeps getting morphed into a more viral version of itself, and that's how almost all narratives are shared. And it's why most things work best as just being like, and then it's allegory, or it's legend, or whatever, because it basically is by the time it actually reaches any real critical mass. The details of the original reality are lost because those weren't just quite snappy enough, or cathartic enough, or something. So anyway, I think this might be the third time, at least the second time we've done a paperclip challenge in Yakuza. This has definitely come up before. As I'm talking about this, I remember talking about the red paperclip in Yakuza specifically, because you have that part of your memory when like a song plays on your radio, and you're like, oh wow, I was on this on-ramp in that town last time I heard this song, or whatever. Like it's just weird specific memories. This thought about talking about the red paperclip story, I'm like, oh yeah, I was in Kamurocho. Because Kamurocho is a place to me. And I'm here a lot. But how do we determine value? Ah, I know, we'll ask the pawn shop. If your item is judged more valuable than mine, I'll lend you 100 million yen. Wow. Sky finance guarantee and all. How quickly you're giving up the same amount of money that the main story has. The stakes are all weird now. It's weird because as a video game player, my incentive is to win this challenge, making him lose. But narratively, my incentive is to lose to him so that the story can happen, presumably? Unless this is about him learning a lesson because he loses to me. 100 million? Uh-huh. That's the test for today. You said you were an ace day trader. Let's see if... No, he wasn't an ace day trader. It didn't go well. Were you listening like a second ago? Let's see if you were telling the truth. Please don't joke around. You'd really loan me 100 million for such a childish game? You in or out? I assure you I'm serious. I'm just a fucking psycho, basically, at this point. This is your last chance. If you don't take it, you really are done for. So, what's it going to be? Alright, I'll do it. You underestimate me, Akiyama-san. I've been through so much. I'm not the man I was when we first met. You underestimate me? Akiyama wants the people he challenges to win, and they usually do, as far as I can tell. You said 100 million, right? I sure hope you keep your promises. When have I not? What the fuck, bro? Now you're talking. Okay, here's yours. Meet me here in exactly 1 hour, not a minute later. Got it. Ready, set, go. How long is an hour? How do I do this quest? Like mechanically, how do I do this quest? I'm testing Shiobara with the trading game. Who can I find that'll trade me for this cigarette? Probably a smoker? A smoker that has like... Hey look, smokers. Damn it. You're not Shiobara. There's something here. This guy's like, what's this? Whoa, look at that flip phone. Oh, this guy wants cigs. Sure could use a smoke. Hey, mister, got any smokes on you? I'll gladly take one off your hand if you do. There's always like a manipulation aspect with Akiyama. Here he's using people's drug dependencies in order to scale up his value. He wants to upsell the cigarette specifically, not just sell them, but specifically upsell by finding somebody who's itching for their fix. A cigarette, sure. Let me bum one, would ya? I just ran out. Sorry, I have one, but I can't just let you have it. Oh man, why you gotta do to me like that? One lousy cigarette? I'm sorry, I just can't. I'd be happy to trade it for something, though. Anything. Huh? You serious? Hang on a sec, maybe I got something. How about this? What is it? Stomach medicine. Ain't too good with digestion. Stomach medicine. Alright, deal. Wow, really? Hell yeah, you got a light? Yeah. Now you have stomach medicine. Now I gotta find a guy who's got stomach cramps. That's somehow a little bit meaner. Like we're gonna find somebody doubled over in pain and be like, aha, if you pay me. Ah, back from the dead. Say, mister, I hate to ask, but are you planning to use that? You got the runs or something? It's not like I fucking knew what you're gonna give me. No, I'm planning on turning it into something worth, say, 1,000,000 yen or so. Huh? Uh-oh, I better keep an eye on the time. See you around. Sheesh, what a freak. Yes, kinda. That guy doesn't look like he's doing... What? Why are there two people standing like that? The fuck? Oh no, are they both gonna poop? I'm not gonna make it. Man, this day is the worst. I should have stayed home. Excuse me, something wrong? Oh, actually, talking just makes it worse, and I'm not getting my hopes up. Do you have by any chance have any stomach medicine? As a matter of fact, I do. You do? It's a miracle. Please let me... I don't mean to be a jerk here. You do though, don't you? But I really can't give it to you for free. Sorry about that. I just talked about how Akiyama just gets lucky and then has like a survivor's bias where he thinks that he's like really talented and special and shit. And then he got through gumption and now he's going to test everyone else to be like him. But look, here we are, a quest where he's just getting lucky. He's just walking down the street and every single person needs exactly the thing he's got and we'll give him something better for it. I'll pay. Oh, I'll pay. Before it's too late. No. Uh-oh. Yikes. Here, try this. Ah, it's good to be alive. Sorry, I was a little distracted there. You have my thanks. Don't mention it. Whoops, I nearly neglected to give you a token of my gratitude. That won't do now, will it? Haha. It's not much, but I hope you'll accept it. Oh, well, I appreciate the sentiment. Could you maybe give me something other than money? Something other than money? You're a rarity, my friend. Yeah, I'm invoking the law of surprise. When you get home, your child is mine. How's that? Is that worth $1,000,000 yen? Let's see, something that's not money. I'm sorry to say, but these are about the extent of what I can give you. What are they? Tickets to a concert my company put together. This Jesus. For like some stomach medicine you could have gotten from the fucking store, like on the corner, like right there. Concert tick? I guess it's stupid company concert tickets and stuff. In fact, a surprising number of like gigs I've been to for various reasons are just people pawning off their I don't think pawning off is right because I think that means selling. People just like giving out their like company tickets they got for whatever that they're not going to. That's when Stephanie tripped a kid. We got tickets to Six Flags and went there for free because it was somebody that worked at a company who wasn't going to go, so they gave us the tickets. We got to go to like a free buffet and everything. And Stephanie was walking and this stupid kid ran by and tripped on her leg and just ate shit and immediately was like scream crying, and their parents were coming over, and no one but me and her knew that she tripped him on accident. It was just this like, okay, walk away moment. It was fucking hilarious though. She felt so bad. Tickets to a this is the Tangents episode, but it's great. Tickets to a concert my company put together. Their orchestra puts on an excellent performance, let me tell you. Of course, I don't know if you can make it. The concert's today, what do you think? Yes, absolutely, that's perfect. I'll gladly take those off your hands. Ah, a classical buff, are you? Well, wonders never cease. Indeed. Now, if you'll excuse me. Of course, thanks. Enjoy the concert. I mean, that's a hell of a fucking upsell from, like, Tums or whatever. It's probably not Tums, but still. People are like, oh god, I'm not gonna make it, like they have diarrhea or something, but like I don't think a pill can fix that at that stage. I think it only can. It's not gonna stop the current salvo, if you know what I mean. I figure it wouldn't, unless our pill's that magic. Do I just keep running down the same? Oh god, someone's after me, I think. No!
Look at you trying to be cool. You know, in this business, if someone underestimates you, it's all over. I'm gonna beat that Yakuza rule into you. It's the last thing I do.
It's good to know that not just Kiryu has a severely punchable face, apparently. Everybody else also wants to destroy him. Thank you for the sword. Step 1, charge heat meter. Step 2, find guy who has the biggest weapon in the enemy group. Use the heat meter on that. Ow. There it is. I didn't even want that sign anyway. Joke's on you. This thing's got so much durability. Is there nobody else left? No, it wasn't a heat action, whatever. Heat actions are kind of undersold. If you have a knife, your heat action is to fucking stab them and then like probably twist the blade and lift up. Like it's just nightmare. Do you have a sword? You like spank the back of their head? I'm like, I don't understand what's happening right now. Is this like a... does this go back to the baby thing? I'm so sorry, I guess I'm a little rusty with the old Yakuza rules. Please take this return for the lessons you taught me today. A fluorescent super resin? Alright, well that's for some other bullshit that it doesn't matter for me yet, and maybe ever. We'll see. Alright, so who wants concert tickets? Find the person with the green triangle. Somewhere. I got turned around by that fight. I was going that way at the time. I have taken damage. Let's eat a food. Smile burger. Nope, that's it. I'm instantly full because I've taken so little damage. Yep, no more... Was it Kiwami 2 that had the hunger meter? That you, and the type of stuff you ate gave you like points to level up, and then that cycle of eating to refill your hunger was basically the rate at which you could get bonus experience. Okay, there you go. She can't wait to wait. Maybe not her. That doesn't seem like a concert. That seems like Club Shine. How can I become a hostess? Okay. Oh, that guy just wants me to come into his club. Shit. This might take a bit more work now. Is there a location? Concert tickets. What can I trade these for? So where is the concert? Gotta trade it with someone. Try and trade something better. Chuida Gliochi. Unhelpful. If I knew the location of the concert, then I'd be more likely to be able to find somebody who needs the tickets. Because I could go near where the concert's being played, and then I could probably find somebody who's trying to get tickets. And then I could be a scalper. This dangerously seems like they want me to just wander around. Maybe I should just do another quest and hope I encounter it along the way. I don't know. I have no idea where to look for the next person. Concert could be at the Millennium Tower. Maybe. There's a lot of dialogue around here.
They'd at least hire a new girl, that's what I heard. But I don't know if it's true.
They did. Her name is Lily. She's a bit older than the other girls, but I think it's actually a plus.
Really? Is she that good?
Yeah, she's cute and sexy at the same time. Just seeing her drives me crazy. Let's get in there and request her.
We're gonna share a girl. Yeah.
That new girl at Elise, Lily-chan, is so easy on the eyes. I swear she does more for my health than any of the Tauriners I drink. Yeah, but isn't she older than me?
That's what makes her so great. She'll spoil you like you're her own little brother.
No. She's manipulating you into spending large amounts of money. She's not spoiling you. She's specifically doing the opposite.
Go let big sister take care of you. Believe me, you need it more than I do.
An older lady could make for a good change of pace.
My treat today. So what do you say? Time's a wasting.
She spoils you? Exactly not. The Millennium Tower is a trouble magnet. It seems like there's a crime scene there every year.
Yeah, wasn't there a helicopter attack last year? Commerce has been a busy place for us cops since the building went up. So much crime.
Yeah, but this city still keeps drawing in more and more people. Can't figure what it is about this place that's so damn attractive. Remember when the tower wasn't even here? What is that font? It looks a little odd. It looked way weirder from further away though, where the aliasing made it look like Comic Sans almost. And I'm like, wait. That'd be the funniest shit if the Millennium Tower was written in Comic Sans. Holy crap. And that I've collected some of these. This awful smell of this thing should keep enemies away. Never take it to a club. Ooh. Keeps enemies away. I like that. It beeps when a locker... Oh, I probably have to equip that, don't I? I'm sure gravity converter's trash, useless stuff until I get into some sort of mini-game string where those items matter. Yeah, these are like parts for like go-karts or VR machines or whatever this game's one is. Mystery liquid! Why would you take it? It's even white, so you're just like, what? The charismatic photo. Is that just like the creator of the game? Doesn't like the creator... It's supposed to attract people. That's like the opposite of the gross thing. Doesn't the creator of this game fancy himself like a sort of Yakuza type person? And he like dresses up for the part and so on. It's just a picture of him. A dragon seal that once belonged to a Chinese emperor overflows with awesome presents. Does it do something? Oh, that's a roulette item for cheating. So don't need that. Yeah, I can safely get rid of any items in my inventory that are used for cheating. And any that are used for like probably augmenting certain things. So it replaces the bell, which makes me gain money over time. Yeah, wouldn't hurt to just have it. I don't think it gives me that much money necessarily. I don't have that much that I'm needing money for necessarily. 12, 15, 5. There's some stats. This amulet can stop enemy attacks. Defense 5. Small harm protection. 12, 15, 5. Oh yeah, if it's equipped, it's still here. So I can't use it. That makes me wonder what, maybe you just sell it? Some of these I think are just, I mean, like the gold plates are just designed to be sold at a pawn shop, but maybe these are too. Yeah, this piece of, oh, crafting. Doesn't that one merchant craft weapons? So if you get really specific stuff, like this is used for baseball bats. It's like you get like the Chinese emperor handle plus some ash wood, and then it's like, I've got the mega ultra China bat home run killer. I've never engaged with that because it requires collecting hyper specific stuff that I never seem to have no matter what anyway. There, reduced enemy encounters, find more lockers. The Let's Play friendly upgrades. Thank you. This also needs to be gotten rid of. It sounds like it's also an upgrade or for some minigame or something. Alright, good to know. Back to it. I'll check back. Oop. It's immediately making a sound. There it is. Wow, it works so well. The hyper stun gun, an actual weapon. Let's get rid of the radio. There we go. Alright, I'll check back in with you guys when I get a lead on the quest we're doing right now. And I'm gonna save. Good practices. Oh god, what did I click on? Oh, I made a new save. No, my cycle of 4 I usually have. The mistake, it comes so quick, and the save is instantaneous.